Ready, sir.
Yes, Diego, I'd like to know a little bit about the significance of you being a father. Your son's 5. This has been kind of a 4-year project for you. Can you tell me a little bit about the timing of whether you felt you could have really been the right perspective as a director for this film because of your own experiences?
Well, yeah, I mean, at the end, this is, even though we happen to be telling the story of a very important man and a movement that changed the life of many. At the end, it's a film about a father and a son, and about the sacrifice that a father has to do, that this father has to do to bring change for his kids, to be able to offer something better to them, and yeah, everything that kids might not get till they become parents. So that's what the film is about, and that's why I focus on the experience of the family, you know, the relation of the wife and husband, and the relation of the father and the kids. That to me is at least what the angle I wanted to see this from, you know, because you can always go to a book, you can always go to a documentary to see what the movement meant and how it happened and all the strategy behind, but you cannot go to any of those and see what happened before and after the big events. And cinema can bring you closer to that intimacy that to me is what makes a film work.
And you said in Austin that you like to celebrate the commonalities amongst different communities.
Yeah.
And in this, you also mentioned that you had about 3 hours that were lost on the editing room floor.
I know.
For the movie. Did you have anything that you really wish you could put in, maybe an extended version? And was there anything in those 3 hours that mentioned anything about Dr. King's influence on the movement?
Yeah, there is a moment where Cesar is, there's a scene that would be on the DVD where Cesar is reading the letter that Martin Luther King sent to him. You know, our struggles are the same, a struggle for dignity, and well, it's a beautiful text that he sent in the right moment and that triggered the right things for Cesar. But in the film, I mean, you have to. It's painful, but there's so much stuff you have to leave out in order to move forward. And in that particular moment, the way I shot the scene didn't work. So anyway, there's so much about this man that is not in the film. There's so much about the people around him and how crucial they were that is not there. And this is the first film about Cesar Chavez, so also it's very unfair to ask the first film to tell you everything, you know. I hope this triggers curiosity, and people go and find out who he was, and hopefully also many other films get to be made about him and the movement, you know.
And one more question for you. I know that Rosario had a very personal connection to the message and the efforts in this film.
Yeah.
How early was she involved, and how did that come about?
There was a moment when we didn't want to go and talk to actors before having the financing. I personally, I don't like how that works in Hollywood, where people have ideas and they sit down to talk to you already about something that is just so far from being real, you know. So what we did is the exact opposite. We went and fought first in the States to get financed. We couldn't do it, so we went back to Mexico and we found almost all the financing. Then we came back to the States and we found the other 30%, and suddenly we had a film. That day we went to talk to the actors, because also you don't want to play with the expectations of a community, you know. You cannot come with a community and say, oh, we're gonna do a film about your leader, and we're gonna do a film about an amazing hero that everyone needs to listen to, and then it doesn't happen, you know. Yeah, film is full of those people that love talking and that never get to do anything. So we wanted to avoid that, and it took 4 years of our lives, you know, to put this together and make it happen. And finally it's there, and the 28th of March it'll be ready for the people to see and hopefully discuss and to raise awareness in topics that I think need to be discussed today, that are needed in this country.
Well, thank you, Diego.
Yeah.
You're a great storyteller. Enjoy the film.
Thank you very much.